52 Traders, episode 132.
You go with the one decision and one focal point in your trading. I must not lose this trade. And that's how you go forward.
Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind.
What's up, traders? Welcome to another installment of the 52 Traders podcast. I'm your host, Cam Hawkins, and today we have Andre Minassian on the show. Now, Andre's a ex-hotelier from the UK who turned his hand to trading and discovered what he considers to be one of the best trading strategies in the world. He's got a very different view on the markets, something I haven't heard of before on the show. He does talk about things which you guys might find quite surprising when you listen to the episode. So he goes into a lot of detail. This guy knows a lot of stuff. He has researched and been digging for years and years to sort of discover things that a lot of us out here don't know. And today, he reveals a lot of that on the show. I'm sure he doesn't reveal everything, but he reveals an awful lot of it on the show. We also talk about Bitcoin as well. We dive into cryptocurrencies, and he gives us a good forecast. And this is probably one of the best forecasts I've heard. And if you're thinking, where's Bitcoin going next? This is the show to check out. And he also gives us a really useful way to look at psychology and when you know you're entering the trade at the right time or not. And there's an easy way to do it. And it really sort of resonated with me in terms of how I've approached some of my trades in the past. And I'm sure you guys will get some benefit from it as well. And he also dives into some of the stuff around how his trading strategy actually works and what it's based on and why he's got it to work so well. So guys, without further ado, let's get on with the show today with Andre Minassian. Here we go. All right, folks, here we are back on 52 Traders. We've got Andre Minassian here on the show, also known as the Intuitive Trader. So Andre, how are things over there in London?
Oh, they're brilliant. We had snow all of last week. And everywhere was white. Schools were closed, and roads were closed, and trains weren't working, and buses were working actually. And London is probably best taken care of place in England. But this week it's all disappeared, and we had sun today, and you can wear a T-shirt out. So yeah. There you are. That's in London for you.
Global warming. I seem to be doing a whole bunch of UK interviews at the same time, and everyone's talking about the weather and how it was just, you guys had a massive storm and stuff. But yeah, changed again already, and we're in March, so it's basically heading into summer. I do remember being there when I was younger, and it was February 19th, and it was 20 degrees, which was just crazy for that time of year. I was walking around in shorts and a t-shirt going, this is just silly, because 3 weeks ago it was freezing. But and then we start to worry about global warming and all that sort of stuff. But we're not here to talk about that on today's show. Today we're going to talk about trading, and I firstly want to know how you got into trading and your sort of story up to where you are now.
Well, I was not a trader. I didn't go and study, any kind of trading or whatever. I studied economics. But then I went and started my own business quite young. I was 26. And without going into detail, I managed to buy my first hotel, which I thought, I'm going to get rich from this property and everything. So I was managing a hotel, which I'd never done before in my life. Managed to turn around a hotel which was losing money, and I had huge issue getting the finance, the mortgage for it, because the accounts were negative. So I managed within 6 months to turn it into a profitable business, and it became so profitable that the bank made me into one of their top 10 customers. And gave me kind of permission to go and buy other properties, and a large credit, So anyway, so I was busy with that. And then I always like new challenges. I always like new things. It's part of your development as a person, and your spiritual even development. Even making more money is part of your spiritual development. Embarking on something new and creating things. So I think one day this is basically, I've told this story quite a few times. I picked up a Financial Times, which I'd never done before, and it's a pink newspaper, and I started reading it about what was happening in the world, stock prices, and and suddenly I found it fascinating, and I started finding out, putting in my head why, such political events were happening between such and such country, because they had such deals going and whatever. And it was like a connector. And I started connecting things together, geopolitically with, economics. So, and then I started looking at stocks, and, I didn't know what was what, looking at this stock goes up and down or whatever. And it came a time that there was a flotation for this company, which was at the time one of the biggest flotations in England.
All right, folks, hope you enjoyed that little teaser of the Andre Minassian interview. Now, if you do want to listen to the full 50-odd minute interview, then please jump onto 52traders.com/pro, and you'll be able to access it for just $5. And it's not just $5 to get you this interview, but you'll get all the other interviews in the back catalogue as a special bonus for 30 days. You can listen to them to your heart's content. And I've got new interviews coming out all the time. So guys, if you're wanting to find out how the professional traders do it, then jump over to there, 52traders.com, sign up, and there's more stuff coming for pro members this year as well. So guys, you're in for a treat. The other thing to do is jump onto Instagram and follow me on Instagram. You're going to find out all the sort of behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on here at 52 Traders, completely free. And you can also leave your email on the site and get a free episode so you can find out what it's all about. All right, guys. See you then. Bye.